Good evening and welcome to my video response to 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons, or as we like to call it, D&D 4e. We are going to talk about this, the Player's Handbook, and this, the Dungeon Master's Guide to Terrorize Them All, and of course, the Monster Manual to get inspiration for the terror you are planning. What can I say? I just love my boxed set. You know, I just realized it's been like this forever. A new edition comes along and people rise from the couches, dig through the chips and taco leftovers and start complaining how the prior edition was so much better than the new one. Believe me, I saw it in the late 80s when 2nd edition was announced, again in the late 90s when 3rd edition was due to be published, and it happened once again a couple of years later when 3.5 came out. And guess what? Here we are again, bitching about how 4e sucks and how 3.5 was the only true incarnation of Dungeons & Dragons, and it goes on blah 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 blah-dee-da, whiny whiny whine. Oh, and by the way, I heard that some people are still playing 2nd edition. So, I guess you guys probably never heard of 4e, so don't mind me. Go on. Let's get into it, shall we? 4e isn't 3rd edition, and it's of course not 2nd edition. But it also doesn't want to be. Of course, you still use these. It's still called the D20 system, but that's about it. Finally, the Vancian magic system is no more. In my humble opinion, it wasn't the best choice in the first place, and I never got why it was about the only fixed feature throughout all earlier editions. But more about the mechanics of the new edition a little bit later. Now let's talk about the most obvious changes. Yes, the gnomes are gone. If you, like I, have a dislike for those big-nosed pranksters, rejoice, they are gone from the Player's Handbook, gone for good. That doesn't mean that they won't be brought back in future installments, but for the moment, we are gnome-free. Oh, and in case you're wondering, no, the guy in the video isn't a gnome, he looks more like Gollum's cousin. I guess someone at Wizards doesn't like gnomes either. One of the 2 new races in the Player's Handbook is the Tiefling. Tieflings have at least some amount of infernal blood in their veins, and so they look quite like that guy in Dungeon Keeper. Tieflings seem to be perfect for dark, tragic heroes. It's all very early 90s, but so those of you who always wanted to play a creature with horns on a quest for redemption, now is the time. The second new playable race are the Dragonborn. They basically look like lizards walking on 2 legs, so nothing I would play, but I don't mind them much either. They are honorable and strong and loyal. Though, since I'm a Forgotten Realms player, I have a hard time incorporating them into the Reels lore or any Reels campaign I'm running. Dwarfs. Now, there's something I have a strong opinion about. They look like someone cut them out in World of Warcraft and placed them right into the Player's Handbook. This is near unforgivable. I want my old dwarven artwork back and not those massively multiplayer money-burning business crap thingies. Okay, alright, I can perfectly understand that Wizards of the Coast want some share of the money World of Warcraft is making, and I also understand that they wanted a fresh look for this edition, but did they really have to get down that road? I mean, it's World of Warcraft, okay? The Eladrin are another race you might not be familiar with. You could call them a new race, but they pretty much are high elves given a different name, so I wouldn't call them all new race in Dungeons and Dragons. I don't even get the difference between Eladrin and elves anyway, but hey, who cares? The Eladrin in the player's handbook look like Lord of the Ring elves, so people might actually swallow it. So much for the races. In the next installment I will talk about classes and changes there, and also will start to go into more detail about the game mechanics of the 4th edition of Dungeons and Dragons. Thank you for watching. Please also watch my other videos, and I wish you a good night. Bye.